Hey everybody, Crow back again with another Zaccaria Pinball table. We're looking at the fifth in the list of solid state tables here. This is Farfalla from 1983.
Farfalla.
Farfalla. Alright, here we are with Farfalla. I'm just going to take a look around the table really quick, initial impressions. What's interesting about the back box, it's got that 3D molded, you know, it looks kind of flat, but in real life it does have that 3D molded back box, and there were two different back boxes made. There's this one, which is the American version. No, actually, you know what? I just realized something. This is the Italian version, isn't it? Because the American version has her wearing more clothes. I just assumed it was the American version of the back box they showed here. Yeah, so yeah, in the American version, you can see this on Internet Pinball Database, but there's two different back boxes. One where she's wearing more clothes, and this one, which is the original, I think. Farfalla is actually Italian for butterfly. I have played this one at a Pinball Expo once, and I didn't do that great of it. And the people in the chat are telling me that this is as difficult as Daredevil, or Daredevils. So, oh boy, I might have my work cut out for me on this one. I don't really remember much about it. I do remember it was a pain to get that ramp to lower to be able to go to the upper area. And it's such a hard shot to get it up there too. That's what I remember. We'll see if that's actually the case when I actually play it. Love. There's some butterflies. I guess. Yeah, it's kind of an unusual theme for a pinball table, but it is bright and colorful. It's got that going for us. So yeah, let me cut and transition over to after I've played. All right, we're back. I've just played Farfalla for about an hour or so, and I will say it's difficult, but it's not as difficult as everybody was kind of making it out to be as a drain monster or whatever. It is true that it does kind of a tendency to go down the middle a lot, but it can kind of be avoidable if you know where to hit, and certain times if you're just careful. And I didn't realize it at the time, but the outlanes do have those save flippers, the react flippers, that same ones that Devil Riders? Yeah, Devil Riders had. So, and it's very slow. It's much slower than Devil Riders. This is actually easier than Devil Riders. So you have a lot more time to react. I mean, I think 95% of the time I was able to save the ball fairly easily when these are lit. So after you do use a save, they become unlit, and you could light them again by hitting any of these rows of drop targets. There's the red ones, the blue ones, there's the purple ones that are under this playfield you can kind of make up, and even the butterfly yellow ones here. To move the ramp down, all you gotta do is hit that move ramp trigger. There's actually one hidden underneath these blue ones too, except that was a little bit harder to hit because you've got to, once again, you gotta hit those two in the middle out of the way without hitting the two outer ones, because once they're all hit, they reset. And then you could get up here. The thing that was very difficult to do that I was not able to do was if you hit all the yellow butterflies, there's this special light up here, and that was extremely difficult to try and hit. I've only hit it accidentally when it was unlit. Once you leave this area, the ramp goes back up, and you have to hit the move ramp again to lower it again. Specials are activated when you hit the rows of drop targets multiple times. Wasn't able to do that. I did get a million. Oh, well, I shouldn't have said that. I should have said, what I should have said was that my goal was going for a million. Did I get a million? But I just kind of spoiled the surprise. But yeah, it's a fun table overall. Very colorful. You'll see during the lighting that the colorful lighting actually doesn't add much to it. But I'll get to that. What we're going to show now is multiple lightings. And then the best game I had of this. And so there you go.
Let's see what you can do.
Yes, we will see what we can do, but first we're going to look at the table and the various lighting settings, and the first to start off with is the morning setting. This is the brightest lighting. Again, I usually have the lamps on the machine themselves turned down to about 25%, because as I've always said, I think 50% is too bright, especially on some tables, so I always just keep it at 20%. And here we are looking at it with the afternoon lighting. This is one of those tables that's got one of those shadows that is cast all across the table. And that would be kind of annoying, so I think I'd kind of avoid it on this table. And here's the setting I usually play at for all tables. This is the midnight setting with the original lamps. It looks pretty nice, you know, nice and dark. Let the lamps do all the work and have their effect on the table. Moving on, this is the storm. This is pretty much the darkest we can get with the effect of the lightning flashes. So again, this is a novelty mode, but it's still kind of fun to try out with the lightning and the thunder and everything. Moving on, this is again the midnight setting, but this time with the white lights, kind of like LED. And this actually looks really good on this table, mainly because the table itself is so colorful, and this kind of lets some of those colors pop. And moving on, we're looking at the midnight with the colorful lighting, and I kind of alluded to this earlier, and I don't think it looks as good because the table itself is very colorful, and adding more colors to it kind of adds weird splotches of light, I think. This is, again, morning, back to morning, but again, the play field is all worn and dirty, as if it's been sitting, rusting away, and it's pretty interesting to see what could happen to a table if you don't take care of it. And again, we're looking at the worn table again, but this time in storm, so it's as dark as possible. We got those flashes of light. This is, you know, this is not how you want to play a pinball table, but that option's here if you want to. So, all that being said, we're going to be moving on to the best game I've had on Farfalla, and I wish I could have done better, but here you go.
See what you can do.
All right. Bingo. And we got it. Let's... Okay, special is lit. I can clearly see... that special better be worth a ton of points. Or an extra ball or something. Shoot. Well, it's not bad for a first ball. Too late on that. There we go. Okay, I think that would have hit the special, actually. Come on. Oh, it's temporary. It goes unlit after a while. Wow, make it even harder, why don't you? And we have to light all... So the special didn't get lit again. Ah. The upper playfield is brutal on this one. It's in between Pinball Champ and Dirt Devils, or Daredevils, from what I played, or Devil Riders. I can't even remember the name of the table now. So that was worth some. Oh, I'm almost at 1,000,000. I just realized it. This is the game. Oh man, I could have saved it and I didn't. Okay, I just need I don't need that much to get let's get the 1,000,000. Shoot! Oh man, okay, now I have 12 seconds to get to that 1,000,000. Come on, buddy, come on. We got it. We got it. Barely. So that's the game. Just over 1 million. That's my endpoint. That's where it is. And so we're going to end this video with a flyover of Farfalla. This is actually a pretty fun table. It may seem difficult, but actually because of those 2 react flippers, I quite enjoy it. And it's kind of easy to actually avoid those out lanes if you have those active, or at least try to get them remaining active at all times. I have played this one in real life a couple times, and I will say that it does seem a bit harder in real life than it does here. But we're going to call it a video. If you like this video, I've got plenty of other videos just like it on this channel, and I have more coming up. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you all next time.
You're a real devil rider. Come on, boys, let's see some real football. Let's see what you can do. Goal!